Welcome to Peacebuilding Initiatives, where we explore the transformative power of dialogue, cross-cultural understanding, and collective empathy in building more peaceful and connected communities. I'm your host, José Barzola. Thank you for joining us. In today's episode, we're going to talk about Beyond the Court, discipline, identity, and the growth through tennis. We're going to talk about tennis today. Our special guest is Kosuke Nakanishi, who is from Japan. He was raised in Hiroshima, Japan. Kosuke currently plays tennis at the University of Hawaiʻi in Mānoa. Before joining the university, he played 2 seasons at Louisville, where he finished career with a 22-27 singles record and a 50-26 overall doubles record. During his sophomore season, he and his partner, Andre Steinbach, recorded impressive upsets, defeating the number 13 ranked doubles pair from Georgia Tech, Nate Bonetto, Gianluca Carlini, as well as a 71st ranked duo from Duke, Andreja Petrovic and Cooper Williams. Prior to his collegiate career, Kosuke achieved an International Tennis Federation junior ranking of 750 in the fall of 2022. He also earned a notable victory over the 46th ranked junior player in the world at the JA Osaka Mayor's Cup, advancing to the round of 16. In this conversation, we're going to explore Kosuke's journey growing up in the sport. During high school, he trained nearly 6 hours a day, an experience that helped him develop discipline, resilience, and a strong work ethic. He also shares how tennis has shaped his mindset, identity, and long-term goals. Kosuke, thank you so much for being here today. It's really a pleasure to have you. To get us started, we always like to start out with like a little bit about background, but could you take us back to when you first started playing tennis in Hiroshima and what drew you to the sport?
Yes. Reason why I start playing tennis is my sister started playing tennis, and my mom asked me, "You wanna, play tennis?" And then I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure." And I went there and played tennis, and then I really like it, so that's why I started playing tennis.
Thank you. And how old were you when you started playing?
I think it was 9 years old, 10 years old. It was a
Oh,
little
wow.
bit too late because I used to do track and field
Okay.
since I was like so young, like 5 years old, 6 years old. Yeah. So
Sounds like a lot of like transferable skills. I mean, you are running a lot on the tennis court, but I could see where um what was it tough to like pick up the sport, or
yeah, it was
you were
very
okay?
tough to pick up sports because I have to choose one sport and I can focus on, you know, one sport. So it's better for me to get better. So yeah, it was hard to choose because before I choosing tennis, I did track and field for like 7 years, 8 years. It was pretty long, so it was tough to pick up.
Okay. And what was your training environment like growing up in Japan? Were tennis courts
Uh,
available everywhere, or?
yeah, like before high school, it was like 3 hours a day. Practice with my friend. Also, I went to club for tennis. Um, Once I went to high school, we practiced 6 hours every day. During the weekend, we practiced like 10 hours, 9 hours every day. During summer, we had like 2 months. We don't have school, so we practiced like 9 hours every day for 2 months during summer. So yeah, it was pretty tough.
So you trained for 6 hours a day in high school, and maybe even more, when school's probably not in
Mm-hmm.
session. But what did a typical day look like for you?
So Monday to Friday, I wake up 9 a.m. and eat breakfast and go to school. Actually, I live in my dorm, like school dorm, and from school dorm to school is like 30 minutes by walking, but I have to walk through the mountain, so it was pretty tough to get school, even though I'm walking. And 8 a.m. I get there. We have to clean up around school only for men's tennis. And we clean up for 30 minutes around school. And we start class starts at from 9 to 2 p.m. It's not that long because our school is for like tennis, not sports. So yeah, 9 to 2 p.m. And after that, we have to run to get tennis court for 30 minutes and prepare for, practice. And we start practice 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. And after that, I practice more like extra practice, like individual work on what do I have to do. Uh, I think I did tennis court around 9:30 or 10 and going back to my dorm, you know, eat dinner, take shower, get sleep. Yeah, that was my daily life, Monday to Friday.
Thank you. And so training at the level requires a lot of discipline. How did you stay motivated day after day?
Uh Honestly, it was pretty tough to motivate myself, but I had a goal to be a professional tennis player. I wanted to be professional tennis player after graduating high school. So that's my motivation to keep continuing.
Thank you. Um, what did tennis teach you about hard work that you carry with you today?
Uh, I think tennis teach me uh stay consistency. Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Just like being repetitive, or what do you mean by
Uh,
inconsistency?
Consistency means what I mean by that is you know consistency is very important for me to get better. Like even though
Repetition.
tennis,
Okay.
even yeah, outside of tennis court, uh, even though my English too. When I got here, I had no English, and I couldn't talk to anyone. It was like 3 years ago almost. Even though studying English, consistency is very important. If you don't study every day, you're not gonna get better. So yeah, tennis teach me those kind of important things.
Thank you. Were there moments when you felt like burned out or you wanted to quit? And how did you handle that?
Oh yeah, honestly, I wanted to quit. I went to high school after 1 week. I want to quit already because it was so hard, and I didn't expect at all it was that hard. So yeah, I wanted to quit, but once I got there, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna make to be professional tennis player. So that's how I handle it. Yeah.
Does your sister also play professionally?
No, 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 no. My
Okay.
sister stopped playing tennis after like 2 years, 1 years. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny considering she was the reason why in a
Yeah,
way you
yeah.
got into it. But uh, how has tennis shaped the way you think, not just as an athlete, but as a person?
As a person, tennis shape the way I think. Mm, yeah, tennis shaped me a lot of things. How to be disciplined, how to stay consistency, how to be positive, stay positive. Uh, yeah, yeah, everything almost.
Have you always been a generally like positive person, or is that something that was brought on by tennis?
Uh that's brought my from my tennis for sure. I was kind
Oh,
of lazy person. I'm type of guy who stay in my room all day, lay on my bed and watching Netflix all day. I was lazy person, but right now, you know, I try to do something to get better.
yeah.
So yeah,
Well, thank
definitely
you.
tennis was, yeah, key for me to grow up.
Now, would you say tennis has become like a big part of like your identity, and if so, in what ways?
Yes. Yeah, tennis part of my identity. Um, yeah, tennis changed my personality, identity. Yeah.
Um, and how do you are there any for listeners, because I know the tennis field can be a very high pressure, stressful environment. So how do you deal with that pressure, especially in like high stakes matches? Are there any tips you would share that folks can learn from?
Right. I try to not don't think about like that is important much. If I lose, what's gonna happen? I try to avoid thinking about it because if I start thinking about it, uh, I can't play my tennis. So I really try to focus on every point, um, and start talking myself, trust myself. I got this. I got this, and never know what's gonna happen. So all I can do before playing is trust myself and yeah, go for it. We see what's gonna happen, and if that happens, it is what it is. So I have to let it go. So yeah.
Thank you. What was the transition like? We're going to just shift a little bit to transition and cultural experience. And what was it like moving from Japan to the US to play college tennis?
Uh, it was you know pretty tough moment for me, especially when I got to US. Like I said, I had no English and I had no idea what's going on school. Uh, Also, I didn't know like other culture because I never been to outside of Japan. So that was first time I get out from Japan.
Oh,
So
so the
yeah,
first
that was
time you got out of Japan was when you went to college, is what I'm hearing?
yes. Hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's a big change.
Yeah, that was big change. Yeah, everything was different from my own country. So Japan, yeah. So I have to adjust
Mm,
culture wise, tennis wise too. Like comparing to Japanese people,
yeah.
uh, they are pretty high. So they have big serve, big forehand. So I have
Mm,
to adjust those kind of things. Yeah.
got it. Well, thank you. Um, how did your experience at Louisville shape you as a player today or and as a person?
Yeah, Louisville shaped me. Yeah, a lot of things. Uh, my personality wise, uh, identity, like I said before, like Louisville, they are so nice, kind to me. You know, imagine you go to like other country, you have no idea what's going on, but it's
Mm,
pretty tough, right? But my teammates and coach helped me to communicate with them. They're very kind. Uh, if I was them, I wouldn't talk to me, because I
oh,
don't speak
why would you say
English.
that?
It's hard to communicate. So there are so many things to work on it to just communicate to me, but they they trying to talk to me. So that was pretty impressing. Impressed me. Yeah, I really appreciate to them. Yeah.
That's wonderful. I mean, I think I will say I don't think your English is bad. I and I think especially in athletics, I mean, sometimes it's your skill set speaks for itself. Like they're not asking you to
Mm.
like have a conversation on the tennis court. It's about and I think
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I imagine your English has has changed since you were at Louisville till now. just because of practice,
Yeah,
right? Like you
yeah,
pick up a couple
practice
of
and keep
words and
talking every day.
there
Yeah,
you go.
and doing homework, go to school. Yeah,
Yeah,
I speak most likely every day English. So
that's good.
yeah.
Um, and now shifting a little to here at the University of Hawaii, how has your experience evolved from Louisville?
Oh, I guess I feel like Hawaii's little bit different culture wise comparing to Louisville.
Mm,
You know, in Louisville, for me, there was no Japanese people. Um, Here, kind of a lot of culture thing going on. So yeah, I feel pretty more comfortable living in Hawaii. There are so many Japanese food. I love Japanese food, so when I was there, I miss Japanese food so much. But here, once I got here, not really. So yeah, make me feel better. Yeah, there are so many beautiful beach, mountains. Yeah, beautiful cities as living here. So yeah, um,
is
those
it
things, yeah,
reminiscent?
involve me.
Do you find similarities with Hiroshima, where you grew up?
Uh yeah, I think I would say not Hiroshima, but kind of similar to Japanese culture,
Oh, okay,
I would say.
just because
Yeah.
it's very vibrant here as well.
Uh-huh. Also, there are so many tourists in Hawaii,
Mm,
especially like Japanese, so many.
yeah,
Because I went to Waikiki, there are like Japanese subtitle.
yes, they
Yeah.
definitely.
In Louisville,
I mean,
I never seen.
oh, that's true. Louisville, I mean, maybe there's not a large Japanese tourist population. Maybe that might have something to
Yeah.
do with. But I think it also speaks. I mean, the large Japanese tourist population in Hawaii is also reminiscent about related to like the history and Japanese migrating and coming here to work and living here and building a life outside of Japan. So yeah. So tennis can be both individual and a team-based game.
Mhm.
How do you navigate that balance?
Uh, yeah. So high school, we play as team too, also individual too. But when I play individual, I really focus on myself and working on what I need to do. But when I play as team, I have to win for teammates, not for myself. So I try not to be like selfish, I would say, because if I like selfish, my teammate will be like uh, you know, disappoint myself to me, and our attitude definitely going down. So yeah, I try to help my teammates too, and my teammate help me. So yeah, like playing college, high school as team is very good experience to me, because usually tennis is individual sports. So uh, yeah, great experience.
Thank you. And what did you learn from playing doubles, especially during those big upset wins?
Uh, so could you say again, please,
Yeah, yeah.
Christian?
what kind of lessons did you take away from when you had to play doubles?
Uh, you know, uh, Especially doubles, I have partner, so it's not about me. So you know, if my teammate like partner feel not good, I try to help him up. Let's go, something, and try to build points together, trust each other. Yeah, especially when I had big upset win. Uh, I was like, I can play this level too. I can beat everyone that connect to build my confidence too.
Mm.
So yeah, I feel like I believe that tennis is about not tennis is not about only skills. It's about mental wise. Yeah, a lot of skills you guys we need to win. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely those winning build my confidence.
So what I'm hearing is tennis is a lot about it's a mental sport, you know. It's actually
Yeah.
I think people say like 80-90% of it is that
Mm-hmm.
because it can be quite lonely, you know, being out there. Um, so how you must like are there certain like tricks that you have or how do you get beyond that? Like how eh, just
Uh,
wondering, yeah, how do you well, how do you get beyond the experience of um it being lonely on the court? I mean, you spoke a little bit about, you know, you kind of block everything out, right? You just ignore, you just focus on the game. Um,
mhm.
but with shifting a little to like the fact that it's a mental sport,
Yes.
are there any tips you would give to people who are either just starting to learn tennis and are having a hard time focusing? Is it just like just try to block out the noise? Are there certain you know practices that you do? Do you like
Mm-hmm.
you know I've heard people are like, oh, sometimes I'll just like put on music, and if I can block out the music, that's like a practice I can make. You know, if I can practice blocking out the noise, it's like super loud. This is good practice for like
Mm-hmm.
when I'm on the court and people, I mean, for the most part, people I think are genuinely respectful. It's a sport where you don't hear the fans like yelling in the stands as opposed to like
Yeah.
track and
Mm-hmm.
field or you know basketball, football. The fans on the stage are just yelling. Tennis, everyone's just like
Mm-hmm.
really quiet. they they're
Yeah.
very
Right.
respectful of that. So yeah, just wondering if you have any additional guidance or tips for people who are beginning to learn.
Uh, like around tennis.
Yeah,
Uh, I guess have fun playing tennis.
don't okay. So what I'm hearing is also don't forget why you're there. You know, because it's fun and. I guess yeah. If it loses that, then uh, it's if
Mm-hmm.
you're not having fun doing it, then it can be quite challenging to continue to do that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Thank you. Can you
Yeah.
share a difficult moment in your tennis journey and what it taught you?
Uh, yes. Difficult moment in my journey is obviously during high school. Uh, stay motivated. It's pretty tough. Was pretty tough for me, even though I had a goal. 6 hours every day, 9 hours every day during the weekend. It was tough, even though I had a goal. So, it was difficult moment I had in my tennis life. But I pretty right now I'm grateful. I done through those kind of difficult things for 3 years. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy I made it. And yeah, it told me those things told me like I can do everything, even though it's hard. Uh,
Mm,
all all I have to do is get used to it. Once I get used to it, it's pretty better than before.
yeah.
Even though like 6 hours, 9 hours looks like sounds like impossible, but once I got used to it, I feel like it's normal, you know. So
Oh, that's a good attitude.
yeah, so uh, you know, just I think it can relate to everything. Uh, let's say I want to improve my English, but I don't want to do anything. Every day we don't have same ideas, like mental wise, everything situation different every day, but we have to do it to get better every day. So all you have to do is that just take action, even though when you feel like uncomfortable to do it. Yeah.
Mm, no, thank you. How do you handle or respond to when you lose or you have a setback?
I think pretty tough. When I lose, I upset a lot because I practice every day. I compete really hard. Even though I did everything I could, I still lose. So I upset all the time. But the thing is, I just have to keep going, keep going, keep going
That
until I get,
repetition,
yeah.
the
Um,
consistency you talk about.
yeah, right. Also, I believe that losing is no bad things. Losing teach me a lot of things. What do I have to work on? What do I need to get better? I can see where am I right now. What do I need to get better? So losing is not the bad thing. So just think like positive way. Yeah.
No, thank you. Yeah, people have spoken for a while that it's actually sometimes the lessons you get from losing are better than the ones you get from winning because
Right. Right. Right.
you
Yeah.
have to figure
Definitely.
out, well, how do I pick myself up? How do I carry myself? Do I, you know, display this anger or frustration that I might be feeling because I lost here publicly? Or and also like how do you manage emotions, because some people
Mm-hmm.
don't even think about like being angry or frustrated when they lose. They're just
Right. Right.
like,
Right. Right.
I mean, they might just be very down or sad, but also just I think it comes with experience, whether you're on the tennis court or off the tennis court. You're a student as well, so I imagine when you don't do well academically, you're just kind of goes back to what you said earlier, the consistency, that repetition. How can we get better? You're like the English language. You've been practicing it, having it all around you. So for folks listening, you know, don't give up. Just pick yourself up,
Yeah.
take that time to
Mm-hmm.
process if you need it, and then yeah, give it another try. Basically, so our podcast focuses on peace building. How do you think sports like tennis can bring people together across cultures? How have you seen that in your
Uh,
experience?
yes, I think sports like tennis can bring people across different culture because those sports mm, create a shared experience, even though they speak other language too. Also, you know, tennis like international sports, I would say. So many people from other country, we can meet them, tournament and communicate. Uh, can know. They it help me to you know it helped me to uh like to know their background, language, culture. So yeah, I think yeah, that's it.
I'm going to guess that the people on your tennis team itself are not just from Japan, or I mean, maybe when you were in Japan it was like that, but I imagine at Louisville or here in Hawaii, it's been uh, people from other parts of the world as well that are part of your team.
Yes,
Has
like
tennis? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
uh In Louisville, we had only two American people, and
Oh, okay.
other my teammate from other country like France,
Oh, wow.
uh, Germany, uh, yeah, like Morocco. Yes.
So that in itself, just for listeners, I thank you for sharing the different countries because I think sometimes people might think like tennis is such a U.S. sport, or like if you maybe have caught a game, you're like, okay, maybe it's like Europe and the US. But you talk about Morocco and you're from Japan. Are there has tennis? I know earlier we talked about the international. So where have you had the opportunity to travel to internationally for tennis?
Uh, I think I don't really have opportunity to go around the world right now,
Okay.
but uh, I definitely go to tournament in US and I can meet people from different country. I would say also if I go professional tennis player, I have
Yeah.
to, you know, travel around the world. Um, yeah,
Is
I think.
are you considering that as your future goals, like going pro?
Yeah, I'm considering as my future goals. Uh, you know, I've been playing tennis for a while. I've been play tennis every day, almost like tennis. I play every day. So I wanted to try to be professional tennis player at least 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, of
Uh, never know what's gonna happen. So gotta try. For my
course.
goals. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try to find my sponsor in this after this semester, going back to Japan, trying to find sponsor. Definitely finance wise, I have to travel around the world, so definitely I need finance. So yeah, try to find my sponsor this summer. Yeah, I'm considering tennis player right now after college.
Very exciting. Thank you. And
Yeah.
what are you thinking? You mentioned like 1, 2 years to go pro. What are you thinking beyond that? Are you thinking of tennis? Or are you thinking more like, oh, retire from tennis and go into like business, or are you thinking of going into coaching? Have you considered all those different possibilities?
I think after stop playing tennis, I want to build my country. That's my
Mm.
second goal too. But it's
Yeah,
not too easy to build country. There are so many things I have to work on it for sure. It's not that easy. I know about it, but I'm considering. I think after stop playing tennis, I just gonna quit tennis and yeah, do something other thing. Yeah.
okay, yeah. Well, thank you for sharing. Just because sometimes I speak to folks who are, I'm going to especially when they're in athletic sport, they share that they're going to keep doing it until they can no longer do it. And so it's for people listening, it's okay to explore different options. It sounds like what I'm hearing is you're really comfortable with like being open to whatever comes next, and changing or pivoting as you have to. So, which I think it's
Mm-hmm.
a really good attitude. Where if it sounds to me like, hey, if you get to go pro for like 5, 10 years, wonderful. If it's less than that, it doesn't sound as though you're gonna it's not the end of the world. Like you're like,
Mm. Yeah.
and going back to, Japan, it sounds like is right up there as one of those, especially you've been away, for school for so long. So I can imagine. And yeah, I had no idea. This is like the first time you left Japan. So basically at 18, 19 was when you first traveled
Uh-huh.
internationally
Yeah.
for the first time.
Yeah, I think when I was 18 years old, when I got here first time in US, because my school high school, not allowed to, not allow me to go, uh, like
Oh, you couldn't
other
travel while you were in
tournaments.
high school? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I couldn't travel in high school,
Oh,
and
just
yeah,
academics
that's
wise,
why
or
academic academic wise too. Also, my teacher and also coach doesn't like those things. That's pretty
yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I
Okay.
couldn't go travel. I didn't have to. I didn't have time to go. So
Okay.
yeah, uh, when I got here, I was 18 years old.
Got it. Well, thank you. Well, it sounds like you've gotten some really good lessons from tennis and those around you. Um, are there now what lessons have you taken from tennis to help you navigate conflict or challenges in everyday life?
Uh, I would say reading situation and reading people what they think,
Mm,
because tennis we have to read what they think about it, what he want to do it right now or not. So opposite side, I have to do, like I have to, destroy his strategy, idea to win. So I have to read what they think about it, so it can relate to uh, our life too. You
yeah.
know, you talk to people every day. I believe conflict come from bad communication. So you have to understand your friends or your, like, you know, people who you're talking right now. So I guess one lesson teach me from tennis is, yeah, leading 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 people. I don't know.
Yeah. No. I completely understand because going back to, when we talked a little bit about, tennis is the 80-90% of mental game. I think what we were, for folks who may have not caught on to that, is it's a lot about like nonverbal communication, is what I'm hearing. It's,
Yeah.
you're not able to like, well, one, you have to figure out whether how are you going to hit the ball? It's going to go left, right, down the middle,
Mhm.
and everything in between. And from your side, you have to figure out like, okay, which way is this person? Is it that they're looking a certain way? Is there a certain
Right.
way that they have their footing or their body? Which how do you and how do you because you basically just have like a couple seconds to react, and if you're not
Mhm.
in the right if you're not standing the right way, you could seriously hurt yourself, basically, having to like
Right.
shift ways. Um, I don't
Yeah.
know if it's easy, and that's like singles, and then with doubles, you're have to work as a team, and you don't want to like hog up the whole court because technically you're supposed to be like, okay, you got that side, you got that, and you have to communicate while you're also trying to figure out nonverbal communications for your teammate slash the other team as well. So it's like
Right. Right. Right.
I could see where
Yeah.
there's multiple layers of, and so being able to interpret or take those nonverbal communication skills in your everyday life of like, oh, that person may not be having a good day or whatever it may be.
Uh-huh.
So
Sometimes you know, I'm upset and I call my friend because I want to hear something, advice. But sometimes my friend told me like, I feel you, I understand your situation. At the moment, that's not what I want. I wanted to have
I just need to
advice.
vent.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. So, uh, so it's uh, it's very important for reading what they think about it to have better conversation, have a better connection, to
Yeah.
have better relationship. It's definitely,
Yes.
yeah, important.
And I'm assuming it's been very helpful in your own relationships with friends and family to be
Yeah,
able to have picked up these skill sets. Uh, Looking back, if you had the opportunity to speak to like your younger self, what advice would you give your younger self?
I would say have fun. Uh, Also, enjoy losing. I think it's one part of process. So yeah, don't upset about it. Have fun and also stay consistent. Like I said, I've been said in this video. I guess stay consistent. It's definitely most important thing for you to get better. Uh, yeah, in your life. So yeah.
Well, thank you. I like that. Have fun, enjoy not winning or failing as sometimes people might interpret it. But and I think I actually I would make a distinction, I guess, between failing and winning because it is very much perspective shifting, right? Because um,
Mhm.
like maybe you didn't win on the court, but there's something that you did win, and sometimes it may not be easy to figure out what was that lesson that that you did win about. Like, what did you win out of
Right.
the situation? What did you learn out of it? So, no, thank you for that. So, what does success mean to you now after all these years of playing tennis,
Mm-hmm.
winning and
Uh,
losing?
I think success mean to me is uh obviously happiness wise. Uh, happiness is very important. I live in my life. Happiness is definitely needed. I need what I needed. Um,
Mm,
Also, yeah, try to be professional and be success. Like I wanted to be top 50 in the world. That's my goal. If I
no.
make it, yeah, that means I success, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
How I know nothing about what it. How do you even become the top? If like, how many are there total when you say top 50?
Uh what do you mean? Sorry.
Did you mean like that you want to be in the top 50 tennis players in the world? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, top 50 tennis
Okay.
player in the world. I want to
How
make
many
a lot
tennis
of
players?
money.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
How
I mean,
many
obviously
tennis
everyone
players are
want
there
to make it.
nowadays?
Yeah.
How many tennis players would you say are out there?
Ah, I don't know, bunch of uh a lot.
Yeah. Well,
I
when
don't
you
even
say
know.
top 50,
There's
I was like, out of how many? I was like, that's an amazing goal. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to following your career and seeing you shine, and it's good. That's
yeah.
good. That's good. I like that you weren't like I want to be in the top 10 or top 5. You're like top 50. You're happy with being in the top 50. I mean, honestly, I think even being in the top 100 would probably be impressive because I imagine there's like
Mm,
thousands and thousands of players out there. So
yeah. Yeah.
thank you.
Hmm.
Um, for this is maybe a little repetitive, but I mean, I just wonder for people who are listening today, they could take one lesson from your journey. What would you want it to be?
Hmm. I would say don't give up on your goal.
Yeah.
Uh, Take your action when you
Okay.
feel, especially when you feel uncomfortable to do it. Just go, take action. Get out your bed. Just yeah, like I said, take a action. That is very important. Once you start it, you feel like, okay, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. But if you don't take action, you you feel more like you I don't know, you might be upset about it.
Mm,
Why I don't do it? I don't do it. Why I'm not
yeah.
good at it? Maybe I start thinking like bad way. So especially when you feel uncomfortable, just take action, do something. Yeah, that's how you get better every day. So yeah, stay consistent And don't forget, have fun, enjoy
Thank
your
you.
life. Yeah.
Well, Kosuke, thank you again for being here. Your journey is just been really, it's been really wonderful to just learn about your journey and the experiences you had. I think a big portion of what I love to do is learn about different perspectives and the lived experiences that people have had, because I think it helps us to serve our community better by creating that space of being able to see what it was like to walk and to be able to, at least briefly for today, for people listening in, they can learn about what it's like to walk in your shoes a little bit. So your journey definitely shows us that beyond competition, tennis can be a powerful teacher of discipline, resilience, and connection. It's a reminder that even in individual sports, there are opportunities to build bridges across cultures and experiences. So thank you to our listeners. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Beyond the Court, Discipline, Identity, and Growth Through Tennis. Until next time, let's keep creating spaces for dialogue, understanding, and connection. Thank you again, Kazuke. Such a pleasure.
Thank you.